Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to Singapore. We are here on an exciting family adventure exploring this amazing city with our little one. From futuristic attractions and lush gardens to super fun kid-friendly spots and delicious food, Singapore has something for everyone. And we can't wait to show you what it is like to travel here as a family. So, if you're planning a trip with kids or just love discovering new places, stick around because this one's for you. Let's dive into the sights, sounds, and smiles of Singapore together. Day 1 of our Singapore adventure starts right where we landed at the world famous Changi Airport. And honestly, it doesn't even feel like an airport. It feels like a destination all on its own. Our first stop is obviously the iconic rain vortex, the world's tallest indoor waterfall. It's even more magical in person, and our little one was absolutely mesmerized. We wandered through the lush Shiseido Forest Valley, which is basically a peaceful jungle inside a shopping mall, perfect for stretching our legs after the flight. The Hedge Maze is the largest one in Singapore, and we had so much fun getting a little lost together. Our kid had the best time leading the way, and spoiler alert, he found the exit before we did. Maybe because he got a little bit scared by those flowers popping out of nowhere. There are also tons of family-friendly attractions here, like the canopy park, foggy bowls, and even bouncing nets. Joel made arriving in Singapore feel like part of the vacation, not just the beginning of it. After a much needed rest in the hotel, we made our way to Clarke Quay in the evening, and it was such a vibe. With the river lit up, music in the air, and the city buzzing around us, it's the perfect place to soak in the Singapore nightlife. We hopped on a river cruise and glided past some of the city's most iconic sights, from the Merlion and Marina Bay Sands to the glowing bridges that makes the skyline feel almost magical at night. The breeze, the lights, and that peaceful water. It was honestly the perfect way to slow things down. And just when we thought the night was done, we stumbled on this super cool vending machine that makes fresh orange juice right in front of you. And honestly, the juice was so refreshing after a long day. Simple moments like that made the evening even more special. Day 2 in Singapore started bright and early, and we had a full day planned ahead. We are staying in Little India, so of course we kicked things off with delicious masala dosa, hot and crispy. Next up, we headed to Orchard Road, Singapore's famous shopping street. The energy here is electric, with malls, lights, and all kinds of stores. And since it's the holiday season, everything was decked out for Christmas, from the sparkling decorations on the street to the stunning displays inside the malls. After a little retail therapy, we made our way to Kampong Glam in Arab Street, one of the most beautiful and culturally rich areas in the city. The vibe here is totally different. Colorful shop houses, stunning street art, and a real sense of history. We visited the iconic Sultan Mosque, also known as Masjid Sultan. The golden dome is absolutely breathtaking. Hi, baby. Hi. You're tired? No? We are waiting in front of Sultan Mosque for Daddy to come out. Oh! 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 For lunch, we tried a traditional local dish called murtabak. It's a savory pancake stuffed with mutton. It is crispy on the outside and flavorful on the inside. So good. After exploring the rich culture of Kampong Glam, we started off by scrolling through the shops mall, soaking in the luxury vibes. Next stop was the ArtScience Museum. We visited the Future World exhibit, which has multiple amazing exhibits. My favorite was the one where we got to draw our own pictures and watch them come alive on the big screen. We felt like little kids watching our drawings moving on the walls. This exhibit was definitely one of the highlights for our son Troy. His face lit up, seeing the beautiful walls around was the sweetest things for us to cherish. We also checked out the stunning LED art installation. You've probably seen them on Instagram, and yes, they're just as magical in person. Then we wandered into the floating Apple store, which had such cool and unique architecture. We also peeked into the Louis Vuitton store, which also floats right on the water. There are many other stunning stores in the Marina Bay area. Everything around here just feels so unique and picture perfect. As the evening rolled in, we watched the incredible Garden Rhapsody light and sound show at the Gardens by the Bay, which was an incredible experience. Right after that, we caught the special show featuring Aurora lights, which made the gardens look like something straight out of a dream. We also caught another light show near the Marina Bay Sands waterfront, the whole skyline lit up in the most beautiful way. All these three shows are free to watch, so don't miss them on your Singapore trip. To wrap up this super long day, we had Mala Hotpot back at the shops mall. It's a DIY style hotpot where you choose all your ingredients and they charge based on the weight. Spicy, flavorful, and exactly what we needed after such an adventure packed day. Day 3 started with a visit to the Fort Canning Park. It's famous for being a popular photo spot on Instagram. But we had to wait in line for a bit, and honestly, if you're not all about those Instagram perfect photos, it's not quite worth the wait. But after we took the photos, we roamed around and enjoyed the park's lush greenery and peaceful atmosphere. It's the kind of place that just feels like a little escape from the city. Next, we headed over to the cloud forest at the Gardens by the Bay. And wow, it's like stepping into a completely different world. The misty atmosphere, cascading waterfalls, and the vibrant plant life make it feel like you've entered a magical forest. The towering indoor waterfall is absolutely stunning, and walking through the cool, mist filled air is such a refreshing experience and an escape from the Singapore heat. After that, we made our way up to the OCBC skyway where we got to see the aerial view of the super trees. The walkway is high above the trees and you get the most breathtaking panoramic view of the city. It's honestly one of those spots where you just have to take it all in. From the Skyway, we headed to Chinatown where we had a chance to soak in the bustling energy of the streets. We stopped by the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, which is right opposite to the metro station. It's a beautiful and peaceful spot to take a moment of reflection. While we were in Chinatown, we also did some souvenir shopping, and yes, we picked up a few Christmas decorations as well. It's always fun to bring home a little piece of your travels. Finally, we made our way to Marina Bay Sands for the iconic Skypark observation deck. Watching the sunset over the city skyline was the perfect way to end the day. The view from up there is just wow. The city's lights twinkling as the sun dipped behind the buildings was absolutely breathtaking. And with that, day 3 came to an end. On day 4, we started off at IMM Mall, which is popular for outlet shopping. If you love branded items at a discount, this place is a gold mine. The Nike outlet in particular had some unbelievable deals. So naturally, we all ended up buying shoes. Troy especially loved browsing through the rows of colorful sneakers, and he was so excited when we found a cute little pair just for him. He was totally smitten with his new kicks. After shopping, we grabbed lunch, some delicious, authentic Chinese food, and of course, we couldn't leave without trying the Hainanese chicken rice, one of Singapore's most iconic dishes. So simple, but so good. Next, we were off to Sentosa Island. We hopped on a bus from the VivoCity Mall, our very first bus ride in Singapore, and Troy was all smiles looking out of the window. We arrived at Resorts World Sentosa and left to check out the Sentosa SensoryScape, a beautifully designed space with 6 unique sensory gardens that's totally free to explore. Later, we made our way to the beaches of Sentosa. These beaches are man-made. Troy had an absolute blast, and within minutes, he was completely covered in sand. Pure joy for him. Getting around Sentosa was super easy thanks to the free shuttle service. Really convenient, especially with a little one. To end the day, we watched the famous Wings of Time show with lights, music, and water effects all set against the night sky. It was truly magical. The perfect way to wrap up another unforgettable day in Singapore. Day 5 was all about one thing: Universal Studios Singapore. We got up super early and made our way to the park. And guess what? We were literally the first ones in line. That meant we got to click some awesome photos at the entrance without the crowds and walked right in as the gates opened. Because we arrived early, we got to enjoy a bunch of rides with little to no wait time, which was such a win, especially with a toddler in tow. Without an express pass, that too. We grabbed a quick lunch inside, classic theme park food, crispy fried chicken and french fries. And let's be real, it hit the spot. Troy was able to join us on a couple of rides that were kid-friendly, and the joy on his face made it so special. Watching him take in all the colors, characters and music around the park was just pure magic. One of the highlights of the day was the Water World stunt show. It was breathtaking. From explosions to jet skis to crazy stunts, we were all sitting on the edge of our seats. We also caught some of the other shows and had a few fun meet and greet moments with the characters. Such a fun way to make the day even more memorable. Universal was really magical. The kind of place where both kids and grown-ups feel like little kids again. For dinner, we circled back to some favorites, Hainanese chicken rice and Chinese food again because we just couldn't get enough. It was the perfect comfort meal to end a day full of excitement, laughter and theme park thrills. Day 6. our final day in Singapore. We made our way back to Changi Airport, and even though the trip was coming to an end, Singapore still had a few surprises left for us. After checking in the baggage, we walked through the Sunflower Garden, a bright and happy space filled with rows of cheerful yellow blooms, all set against the backdrop of the runway. Then we wandered into the Enchanted Garden, a peaceful little oasis inside the airport, complete with sparkling lights, soft music, and blooming flowers. It was such a calming way to wind down after a packed few days. Another highlight was the Butterfly Garden, the world's first butterfly garden in an airport. Troy was so excited watching the butterflies flutter around, and it honestly felt like a tiny bit of magic tucked away between flights. And just like that, our Singapore adventure came to an end. So many memories, so much laughter, and moments we'll hold on to forever. Until next time, Singapore, thank you for an unforgettable trip. Subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Bye.